Hello and welcome to GamingBolt, and today we're going to be looking at the 15 biggest and shocking surprises from Microsoft's E3 2018 presser. Walking into this conference, Microsoft had everything to prove to its burgeoning fanbase, especially in the wake of successes by Sony and Nintendo. While it's subjective as to whether they had the best E3 presser, the others haven't even aired yet, there were a number of big, shocking announcements to go through. Let's highlight 15 of them for you here. Halo Infinite. It was maybe a given that Microsoft wouldn't show much about the next Halo. That being said, Halo Infinite, with its slipspace engine and taking us back to the familiar Halo world, looks familiar. It's almost comforting to see something we've known for so long. Granted, we have no idea what the actual game is, but hey, it's in development. Now let's hope they don't screw it up. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Seemingly disappearing after last year's reveal, Ori and the Will of the Wisps appeared again here. This time, however, we got copious amounts of gameplay. Many of Ori's signature abilities, plus some new ones, return, and the owl, seen in previous trailers, can actually act as a companion to help cross distances. All of this and a dark new foe. It's just a shame that we'll have to wait until 2019 to actually play it. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Let's be real, Bloodborne 2 was way too obvious. When the leaks indicated that Shadows Die Twice combined Kuon, Dark Souls, and Tenchu, how could we have guessed that it would look this cool? Sekiro is the final name, and it's coming to Xbox One, PS4, and PC in 2019. It also features some awesome new mechanics. Trick weapons inside a wooden arm, a grappling hook for some platforming, and faster movement overall. Stealth, a way to cheat death. It looks very, very good. Fallout 76. For all the concerns we had about the actual look of Fallout 76, Bethesda did its due to calm our fears. Along with a vastly superior look to Fallout 4, director Todd Howard also promised that it would be 4 times the size of the previous game. Though Fallout 76 is a prequel to all of the Fallout games, there's not much else known. Even the rumors of it being online weren't confirmed. However, it is available to pre-order on June 15th. Furthermore, it supports Ultra HD and 4K resolution on Xbox One X. Metro Exodus. 4A Games promised a mixture of linear and sandbox levels in Metro Exodus, and this new gameplay reveal delivered just that. The action is chaotic, there are all manner of human and mutant enemies out to get you, and the general scale feels more open than previous games. Metro Exodus also received a release date. It's out on February 22, 2019 for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Kingdom Hearts 3. Sometimes you have to let it go, unless it's new Kingdom Hearts 3 details, of course. In this case, Square Enix went all out, confirming the inclusion of Frozen, showcasing new members of Organization 13, and even some gameplay from the world of Tangled, the gummy ship, a keyblade that lets Sora ice skate, Hercules, and what's this? Aqua returns and has seemingly fallen to the darkness. January 2019 can't come soon enough. Forza Horizon 4. Everyone expected Forza Horizon 4 to be announced. 4-player co-op, a new location in the form of Britain, where we caught a glimpse of Edinburgh in Scotland, hoverboats, it all seemed fairly normal. However, then we got a look into the shared world aspects. For the first time ever, multiple players can occupy a single instance, and we're not talking about just 4 players, but more than that. Not only that, but there are dynamic seasons, weather, and time of day changing in that instance. Finally, seasons influence different racing experiences. A lake in summer suddenly becomes a slippery ice-covered surface in the winter. It's immensely intriguing, and with the release on October 2nd, we can't wait to actually play it. Microsoft Studio Acquisitions. When Microsoft announced that it was creating a new studio in Santa Monica called The Initiative to create, quote, groundbreaking new experiences, it was kind of nice. Then it announced that Undead Labs, of State of Decay fame, Compulsion Games, developing We Happy Few, which releases on August 10th by the way, and Playground Games, behind Forza Horizon, had joined Microsoft. Then it confirmed that Ninja Theory, developer of Hellblade and DMC Devil May Cry, had joined the company, and the excitement was palpable. Microsoft had to show it was preparing for the future, and this was a great step towards that goal. The Division 2. Speaking of goals, the goal for Tom Clancy's The Division 2 seemed obvious. Go bigger. Its gameplay reveal, Ubisoft Massive showcased the fall of Washington and the remnant of a corrupt state that wanted to start a new civil war. Players come across toxic chemical sites that house loot, camps of survivors, environmental hazards that can trip up friends, and huge new areas to explore, not to mention an assault on Capitol Hill. Overall, it looks like The Division, but bigger, better looking, and sleeker. Plus, it releases on March 15th, 2019 for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Devil May Cry 5. It's been almost a decade, but it was finally confirmed. Devil May Cry is back. Devil May Cry 5 sees Nero returning with a modified arm that still assists in grapple attacks. Air juggles, combos, and the same wicked sense of style still remain. Along with gorgeous visuals, director Hideaki Itsuno also considers this the best game he's ever made. With the release date of 2019, we'll see if that's true. Dying Light 2. Techland's Dying Light 2 is real, but perhaps we underestimated just how far along into development it actually was. Gameplay footage was showcased and we have a new city with the same threat of the infected roaming at night. However, in a twist, Chris Avellone is working on the narrative. The footage showcased choices having consequences and shaping the world, influencing the materials traded, factions in charge, different NPCs that come to the city, and much more. There's still more information required, but this feels like a much more dynamic experience overall. Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course. Cuphead DLC? You bet. Featuring a new island with new weapons, charms, and bosses, The Delicious Last Course also features the legendary Chalice as Miss Chalice, a new playable character. What does Chef Salt Baker do? We'll have to wait till 2019 when the DLC drops to find out. Gears of War 5. Seeing Gears Pop and Gears Tactics offered a mix of confusion and slight joy. However, even if we knew Gears of War 5 would be announced, we never really thought that Microsoft would showcase so much gameplay. Kate is the protagonist this time, and characters like JD Phoenix, Marcus Phoenix, and more return. Promising the biggest, most beautiful world yet, Gears of War 5 features snow-covered and forest environments, new enemies and weapons, including a heavy swarm mace that can be wielded, and much more. We even got a look at some new infested machines of sorts. Though billed for 2019, it's likely that we won't be seeing Gears 5 until late next year. Next, Xbox. It was only a slight mention with no real details, but Xbox head Phil Spencer effectively confirmed it. The next Xbox console is in development. We don't know how far along into development it is or when it's coming out, but it is coming. Your move, Sony. Cyberpunk 2077. Finally, rounding out the show was a faux-hacked upload of game engine footage for Cyberpunk 2077. The footage wasn't gameplay, instead offering a look at the aesthetic consisting of all manner of androids, technological horrors, and violence. Interesting, for sure, but there wasn't much more than that. Hopefully, CD Projekt Red has more to show behind closed doors, because this is going to be a long wait. That'll be it for this video. If you like what we're doing, please go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.